Good morning. Today we'll discuss about Navy base classifier. In the previous class, we've discussed about Navy base classifier introductions. Today we'll discuss the same Navy base classifier with some examples. A simplified assumptions: attributes are conditionally independent, mean there is no dependent relations between attributes. So this can be defined P of x by Ci equal to pi k equal to 1 to n P of xi by Ci equal to P of xi by Ci into P of x2 by Ci into x so and so x of P of xn by Ci. So this can be generally defined. This greedy this greatly reduces the computation cost. So only counts the classification distributions. For example, if we take A as an attribute, we have number of attributes A1 to A1, A2, A3 like that we have number of attributes. This will be categorical. Then P of xk by Ci is the number of tuples in Ci. C is nothing but here it's a class having values xk for ak. It is divided by CID. It's nothing but number of tuples of Ci in D. If ak is a continuous value, then P of xk by Ci is usually computed based on Gaussian distribution with a mean mu and standard deviations. It is very important, which we already discussed, that we are going to we are going to involve more and more probability concept. So we need to have knowledge about the probability. The Gaussian distribution will be defined like g of x comma mu comma sigma equal to 1 by root of 2 pi sigma into e to the power of x minus mu to the power of square divided by 2 sigma square. So and P of xk by Ci is defined like P of x by Ci equal to g of xk comma mu c comma sigma c. Now we can take name based classifier training data set. So it is a given training data set. There we can look at this training data set. There we have number of classes like age, income, student, and credit ratings by computers. The last one is by computers. In the age, already we discussed the same table we have already seen. In the age, we have number of groups like less than 30 and 31 to 40 and greater than 40. Um, that's all. So these are all the age groups we are given over here. In case of income, we have three categories. One is high income, then medium income, then low income. And in student, we have two things. One is yes, another one is no. Then in case of credit ratings, again we have fair and excellent. And computer by status, no or yes. Then now we'll take left side class C1, C2. So we'll have two different classes. C1 is one class and C2 is another class. In C1, BIOS computer status is yes. In class 2, C2, the BIOS computer status is no. Now the given data can be classified like x equal to age less than 30, comma income equal to medium, comma student equal to yes, comma and credit rating equal to fair. So like this we can categorize these values which is presented in the training data set. Okay. So when we categorize these values, each and every time we need to take one class label. Like here we have taken age is one class label and income may be the another label, then student may be another one, then crediting rating will be another one. So like that we can refer this class label. So according to the class label we can categorize the value. Now we can see PC. Uh, Remember, PC is the probability of the class. Okay. Here it can be defined like P of Bayes computer yes and P of Bayes computer no. So we have two things. So remember P of Bayes computer and P of Bayes computer. The status only we have changed over here. Then equal to if it is yes, it is 9 by 14. 9 by 14 in the sense 14 is the total values and 9 is the number of years presented in the Bayes computer. So the value will be 0.643. Same way for P of Bayes computer, no status. Here 5 number of no's are available in the Bayes computer in the table. And total number is 14. Total values are 14. So 5 by 14 equal to 0.357. Now if you compute already, so we calculated P of C, it's over. Next we'll compute P of X by Ci for each classes. So each classes in the sense for age, for income, for student, for credit rating, like that for each and every class we need to compute P of X comma Ci. First we will take P of age equal to less than 30, then Bayes computer yes equal to 2 by 9. You know very well, less than 30, wherever we have less than 30, there the Bayes computer, if we have yes, if we count the yes status, then it will be 2. Okay. So 2 by 9, value will be 0.222. Okay. The same way, uh, P of age equal to less than 30, the same age group you are going to take. For that, what is the status of Bayes computer? If it is no, the number of no's, how many times is applied? Uh, so it is a 3 times it no is available in Bayes computer columns. So 3 by 5 equal to 0.6. The next we will take another label is income. Again income we are going to take a medium. So P of income equal to medium. Bayes computer status is yes. If it is yes, then a number of yes available in the Bayes computer column, it's a 4. So 4 by 9. Okay. So this value will be 0.444. Okay. The same way for this also. See, the 4 is the yes and 9 is nothing but number of mediums. Okay, there with respect to this income. Okay, and another one P of income equal to medium. Bayes computer if it is status is no, then 2 by 5 equal to zero point 0.4. Okay, same way for student label, P of student equal to yes. Bayes computer yes status, then 6 by 9. Then P of student is yes. If student is yes and by computer is no, then the condition you can check it out. The student is yes and by computer no, then the value will be 1 by 5. Then the value this will be 0.2. Same way we can calculate for credit rating also. We have taken fair. So these are the conditions which we have already defined in the previous slides. We are going to take age, income, student and credit rating, including the conditions also. Age must be less than 30 and income must be medium and student must be yes and credit rating must be fair. These are all the conditions which we already taken in the previous slide last. You can see this the last one. Okay, data to be classified, which is going to be classified with respect to this table. So that is only we have taken in the next slides. Now for each and every label we have calculated the values, classifications values we have calculated, and P of C also we have calculated. Now we will go for X. We'll combine together all the labels. We'll get age less than 30, income equal to medium, and student equal to yes, and credit rating equal to fair. So this is the X which already we defined, which is going to be classified. Now we will see P of X by Ci equal to P of X by computer yes. Okay. So P of X by computer yes we already calculated. So all the values we have taken. Okay, p of x by computer, wherever we have s, all the values will be taken and will be calculated. The final value will be 0.044. The same way p of x, x is nothing but we will include all the labels. Okay, so p of x, there the status is no. So wherever we found the value for no status, all the values will be taken, okay, taken over here and will be multiplied, and finally we'll be getting 0.019. So this is for p of x by ci. Okay, same way we'll calculate p of x by ci into p of ci. That is p of x bytes computer status into p of bytes computer status s. So p of bytes computer status, the beginning itself we found that. Okay, so that value will be multiplied with the recently found this value. Okay, so both if you do multiplication, then you will be getting 0.028. The same way for status no also. Okay, here p of x bytes computer equal to no into p of bytes computer equal to no status, which already calculated in the beginning of this slide. So those value will be multiplied and will be getting the value 0.007. Okay, these two value if you do compare, then you will understand that yes value is greater than the no value. So obviously you can conclude that therefore x belongs to class by computer equal to yes. So the major classification will be, okay, yes over here. So like that, by using naive Bayes classifier, if the training data set is given, okay, so we need to understand the table, and we have to count the label which is presented over here. For each and every label, what is the status need to be classified, and everything must be listed, and one by one according to the formula which is defined already for this naive Bayes classifier. Okay, the data value will be calculated, and finally the classification will be done. Now, avoiding zero probability problems. Naive Bayesian predictions require each conditional probability be non-zero. So when we do any conditional probability, there should be non-zero, otherwise these predictions will be zero. So the formula to calculate this non-zero, p of x by ci equal to pi k equal to 1 to n p of xk divided by ci. There p is the probability and c is the class, x is the vectors. Example, suppose if we take a data set with 1000 people, there we have income, it's a low income we have taken, income equal to 0, and medium income is a 1990, 990, and income high is 10. Okay, so in this you can see the status low, medium, high. Okay, by using Laplacian corrections, we can have one addition in all the categories. By that 3 will be added with tuples, so it will become 1003, and income low will become 1, and income medium become 991, and income high will become 11. So with this, okay, you can calculate the probability of income equal to low equal to 1 by 1003. So 1 after adding 1 to each case, we are getting this 1 for low value. The same way for medium also, probability of income equal to medium, then 1991, sorry 991, 991 by 1003, and the probability income, if it is high, then 11 by 1003. So by this way we will calculate the probability. The corrected probability estimates are close to their uncorrected counterparts. So without doing any corrections, if you do calculations, that value will be very close to this also, even if you do any corrections over here. So by that, so the value will not become a 0. Now, what are the advantages of the navy base classifier? Why we need to go for navy base classifier? So, and what is the disadvantage of navy base classifier? We'll discuss over here. So, navy base classifier comments advantages. It is easy to implement. Once the training data set is given, if you are able to understand this class label, if you are able to understand the values which is presented in the training data set, then easily you can implement this navy base classifier. This is the first advantage. Second one, good results obtained in the most of the cases. This navy base classifier has been applied in more and more experimental way. In most of the cases we got very good results by using navy base classifier, and moreover this will be comparable with this will be compared with all other mode also. Next, disadvantages. Assumptions, okay. Clause conditional independence and therefore loss of accuracy. Here, in sometimes we need to have some assumption, okay. Because of this assumption, there will be loss of accuracy. And next one is practically dependency exists among variables. So when we have data set, like if you take a hospital data set, there we have patient details and profile details, okay. Every data is dependent values. For example, if you take hospital, there will have patient details. The patient's details depend on the profile. The profile we have age. So based on the age, the patient will be categorized. Based on the family history, the patient will be categorized. So all the values are dependent values. This is the practically it is a disadvantage. And same way, if you take symptom based, if you have a fever, there will be a cough, there will be a cold. Like that, there are dependent values over here. Uh, and disease maybe we may have lung cancer because of diabetes, because of so and so, like that. Yeah, values will be a dependent value. So when you have dependent value, the predictions may be easy, but the calculation will differ. So these are the disadvantages. And dependencies among these cannot be modeled by naive Bayes classifier. Yeah. So this is a classification based concept. Uh, these classes we have discussed about the basic concepts for classifications, and with an example, then decision tree induction algorithm we discussed, introduction part we discussed, algorithm we discussed, and conclusions also we have discussed, and compared this decision tree induction algorithm with some other algorithm also. Next, we'll see we saw the base classification method also. So the base classification methods we have discussed about the introduction part. Then we have seen some of the formulas, probabilities of formulas. Then we have seen um, some examples. With these examples, um, we defined or we justify this basic classification algorithm. Mm. So at this stage, uh, we'll stop our uh, discussions. So in the next class, we'll see the different topics. Thank you.